Start, go.
Good evening, Jackson ji. Let's talk about this evening that we are about to celebrate National Association of Engineers of India. And this is like you've been opening chapters after chapters, like in a profession that you thought of it. Because when we talk about physicians, we do have RP. When we talk about other professions, like this be real estate or any Indian origin, they had an opportunity. And this vision of yours has taken a milestone. Let's hear about what all is happening and where do we stand from last year now.
This year we are a much bigger crowd and we are planning to do a lot more entertainment. People on the board likes more entertainment together than more technical talk. We'll have a technical seminar coming up this spring. But today is three key people are coming. One is Congressman Bill Foster. He's a scientist and they want to hear from him. Obviously, Raja Krishnamurthy is also an engineer from Princeton. And also we have Constable General is coming pretty soon. He's also IIT graduate, IIT Kanpur graduate. So they wanted to hear that kind of technical people. So after that we'll have entertainment from Adita. Adita was a Bollywood singer and also Sweta is here. So there's a lot of dance, a lot of entertainment.
How many chapters do we have now?
Right now we have Milwaukee and here. We'll be starting DC in spring and also Atlanta probably in summer.
We wish you all the best and good luck because there is one movement that you put up in the colleges, schools, like, how successful is that?
I'm a Purdue engineering graduate, so we started a chapter in Purdue. There are 921 Indian engineers at Purdue alone, students at Purdue. So we have a big chapter in Purdue and we have started a chapter, it's doing good in Northwestern. We started a chapter in Colorado, University of Colorado. Now in spring we are starting a chapter student chapter in University of Cincinnati because they are the engineers, they are the future. That's why we keep starting these chapters.
Thank you so very much. We wish you all the best and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you, welcome.
With our inaugural dance. For that, I would like to welcome
and development in the United States and thereby in the world. Your stories are those of excellence, resilience, and the profound impact of Indian origin professionals on the world stage. The United States has long been a land of greatest opportunity for engineers from all countries, but particularly from India. And you have repaid that opportunity manifold. Today, nearly 15% of Silicon Valley startups are founded by Indian origin entrepreneurs, many of whom have engineering background. Your innovation on products and technologies that power our daily lives, from the algorithm behind social media platforms to cutting-edge advancement in artificial intelligence, healthcare, and renewable energy. Many examples. Remember the Pentium chip, different versions of what we all used. That was the lead in the team which developed Pentium chip was somebody from India. There are many other examples which essentially revolutionized computing and many other technologies that we use every day. Many examples how Indian origin engineers have driven transformative changes, not just in technology, but also in shaping the ethos of American innovation and building the innovation ecosystem here. Nearly 1 in 3 startups founded by immigrants in the United States are led by individuals of Indian descent. Today, Indian origin professionals account for significant proportion of STEM workforce in the United States, with an estimated nearly 1 million Indian-born individuals in the field of STEM, most of whom are engineers. The economic contribution of Indian origin engineers is substantial, with estimates suggesting that they contribute hundreds of billions of dollars annually to US economy. In this 4th industrial revolution, the role of Indian origin engineers is set to grow exponentially in critical and emerging sectors. Indian origin engineers are... A few days ago, a small piece of mathematical calculation, enormous set of mathematical calculations in 5 minutes, which is the most powerful computing capability today, the classical computing.
So you guys should know that Secure Act 2.0 passed in 2023, and all the trust setup prior to that must be updated to include Secure Act 2.0 language to provide asset protection for the retirement assets that your children inherit from you. And because of Secure Act 2.0, all the retirement assets that children inherit from you must be withdrawn within 10 years. Now, in the state of Illinois, there is also something called state estate tax, which is imposed on estates over $4 million. What that means for you is that if your net worth is about $5 million when you pass away, you will owe roughly about $285,000 in state estate taxes. Now, through the revocable trust, we can include provisions to combine wives and husbands exemption. So anything below $8 million avoid state estate taxes. For those of you whose net worth is above $8 million, we can use more advanced strategies such as gifting the assets into a SLAT, for example, which is a spousal lifetime access trust, and you will still maintain indirect control on your assets through your spouse, or gifting the assets through a CLAT, through a charitable lead annuity trust.
Even more prominent in situations where there are high-risk occupations or business owners, such as business owners, physicians, etc. But asset protection does not have to be rocket science. It does not have to be complicated, but it can also be as advanced as having an asset protection trust It just depends on your individual circumstances. Now, I'd like to summarize here by saying that we at the Wall Street Alliance Group are a team of fiduciaries whose legal obligation is to act in your best interest. And we are specialists and experts when it comes to financial planning. We've been fortunate enough to be featured in prominent publications such as the Financial Times as top advisors of the country. We're also one of the fastest growing in the company as well, based on Inc. 5000. We appear frequently on prominent news channels such as CNBC, Fox Business News, Bloomberg, Giving.
New generation. We want to prepare the entrepreneurs of tomorrow. We want to prepare the businessmen of tomorrow. We want to support the students coming from India pursuing higher education in this country, helping them with their projects to open new companies, create new wealth, create new economic development. And I'm so glad that everybody in this room is a professional of some kind. So thank you for supporting it. We want to grow. We want to be a second API, and I think we'll get there. So thank you once again, and I'll give the mic to others.
Thank you and welcome. Thank you everyone for attending this. You know, AAEIO family stands on 4 major pillars. Number 1 is engage and unite. Educate, promote, and network. To collaborate. And our overall mission, of course, is to unite engineers into a productive ecosystem to promote their talent, their products, and provide a platform to network and learn from each other to become better informed and serve humanity. That should be our goal. And we all need to give back to communities, our community, humanity, in US and India and abroad, all over. So in addition to all that AAEIO does, we also have a charity wing. And this is to give back to our community in US and in India. So what we do, we provide merit scholarships to the needy students. We fund engineering research assistance for cutting edge technology. And of course, we can't do all these ourselves, and we would need your help.
I was basically born in this country and gone through engineering school here at U of I, Urbana-Champaign. I know what it takes to be an engineer. First 5 years of my career, I was working for Motorola back in the late 80s, early 90s. And, you know, engineering was really, really taking off at that school at that point. And, you know, we've had great people that have succeeded from that university, as well as many of the other universities here in Chicago. And I think most of those people were trying to get into this organization to help us, you know, achieve some of the long-term goals that we've set for this association. So, you know, I don't do that anymore. I have my own company now, Modi Financial Group. So, you know, I've gone away from the engineering, but I still love to support organizations like this. And I think, you know, Gladson has done a wonderful job being the president of the association. I think he does most of the work for the association. So I'd like to give him a big round of applause.
Mr. Sureshi, yes.
No, please. It's a Bollywood movie, please.
Sureshi, action.
Not now. Let me see my picture.
Okay, he's the director of photography. Chicago knows Sureshi. He's a perfect. Let's go.
2, 3, let's go.
Woo! Congratulations to the entire team.
1 minute, please.
Where my kids are not only respectful but also very driven. So it's to you, children. Thank you very much.
here, please. Sir. Sir. Hello, Ji. Sir, please. Hello. Mr. Varghese. Mr. Varghese, please.
From Chicago, suburb, Florida, and Vermont. His company Hawthorne. Well, the president and CEO of PMA Friction Products. Okay. Next coming up, let's invite Miss Ami Patel, managing.
Hello, everybody.
Rings. And in one of those two rings is a particle accelerator that I invented and led the teams that built it. And so in my career, I've done high-powered electronics, particle accelerators, and designed computer chips. And so it's really, it's why I'm such a proponent of STEM and STEM education in my time in the U.S. Congress. The people who built Fermilab were people from all over the world. At any point in Fermilab, you see dozens of flags displayed, and those are the flags of everyone who was doing scientific research at Fermilab. And many of those were of Indian origin, and some of the best physicists we had. And it's one of the reasons that I'm such a fan of this organization. And so I just want to thank you for being here. In Congress, it's going to be a struggle, a trying time coming up. There are people in the United States who do not welcome or appreciate immigrants to our communities and everything that they've accomplished.
Thank you.
Okay.
Attention to detail, and so it's wonderful to be back. Secondly, I want to say a big thank you to all of you, the members and sponsors of AAEIO. I love that acronym. You know why? It reminds me of Old MacDonald had a farm, AAEIO. And so this is a wonderful, wonderful organization. You engineers make America what it is. And I am one of you. I got a BS in mechanical engineering. Some people say I practice the BS part now. And so I'm right there where you are, and so I'm honored to be here. Last point, let me tell you a little bit about you as Indian Americans. Let me tell you about you. In the recent census, we found out that Indian Americans are the fastest growing ethnic minority in the country, the best educated in the country, the most prosperous in the country, and some of the best looking people I've ever seen. Okay, that was not in the census, but get this is true. 1 out of every 10 patents is owned by a Desi. 1 out of every 7 doctors is a Desi. 60% of all hotel rooms are owned by a Desi. 28 of the last 34 national spelling bee champions was a... I was not one of them. But do you know how to spell success? It's spelled D-E-S-I, Desi. And you folks define success. Am I right about that? You have arrived. You have arrived. But now, what is the next chapter? What is the next chapter? I see big things in your future. I see bright things in your future. I see success and prosperity in your future. And you know what else I see? I see a community that is trying to bring everybody else with them. Am I right about that? Because you're not here for just yourselves. You're here for your families, you're here for your clients, you're here for your community, you're here for your state, and you're here for your country.
Built on 4 pillars. One is education mentorship, professional opportunities, which is including skill development and job opportunities, business networking, and charity. We are a 501c3 organization. The owner of this hotel, Ketu, is one of the sponsors. He's a Gladstone. I can't sponsor unless you are a 501c3 organization. If anybody wants to support us, we are a not-profit organization. Please support our charity if you can. I know we started a chapter in Milwaukee and is doing very good, and we will be starting a chapter in DC and Atlanta pretty soon. And we started chapters in Purdue University. I'm a Purdue graduate, and Manjeet is another Purdue graduate. I'm involved in the alumni. I met the president of Purdue. He said, Gladstone, great. I'm very proud of you. He couldn't make it today, but he will be there one day for our event. And also Dean of Engineering for Purdue. He's 1 year senior to me when I studied in Purdue. Then he went to Stanford and took his PhD. Now he is the Dean of Engineering. He will be here one day. And we started chapter in Northwestern University, University of Colorado, and now we will be starting one in Cincinnati. Nitin will talk about in detail. With time, I want to explain a lot of things, but I'm not taking time. Thank you all. Enjoy your rest of the evening, and thank you all for coming again. Come again for the next year also. Thank you.
I'm from IIT Kanpur, so हम वहाँ पे बोलते हैं टेम्पो IIT के का हाई है, AAEIO का टेम्पो हाई है या नहीं है? By the way, I'm a mechanical engineer from IIT Kanpur. I helped form this organization along with Gladstone in 2020. It's the 4th year, so we welcome you here. A little bit about myself. I also lead aerospace and defense for Ernst & Young on the supply chain side. So I'm excited to have all of you here. If you go to the next slide, I want to talk about a few activities that we are doing for the student chapters in this. If I can point your attention, everybody, to the right hand side, this is the Colorado Boulder chapter that was formed 2 years back, and right now it's an independently run organization which has raised more than $30,000 by themselves. They have partnerships with Apple, Microsoft, and Apple are now getting placed into the positions that they are looking for. So this organization that we are doing over there, and the impact is huge. My only ask, I think Gladstone also asked for, is to come forward and be part of these organizations, to be told how to do things. So my passionate plea to all of you is to come forward. It's not just the money, it's the time, the mentorship that you can provide. In fact, I will tell you, the slide that you see over here, I created it after I got like a 7-page thing from the student chapter. So they learn from me on how to present the things. So that's what we need to all do, and please come forward. Next, V25, and I want you to ask you, like, is there something this like, Dr. Mohammed Swani, who spoke here earlier on our inaugural thing. We also are thinking about Deepak Jain from Dean of Kellogg and people like that. So if you are interested, please raise your hand and we'll make that happen.
बढ़ते हैं आँखों की